I've just started my brand new business called the Fluffed Tail. So come along for the ups and no doubt the downs of running a small handmade business. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Kayla and welcome to my brand new channel. Hi. Yes, welcome to my brand new channel. Hi, I am so excited. I have a shop opening launch in now less than 1 week. It'll be 6 days that I am currently in the final prepping for. So very nervous, very excited. And this is my brand new channel to go along with my business that I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel for. To go along with my business. So here we are, finally leaving it to the very last second, because if that is not me, I don't know how else to describe myself, but here we are. Yay. I am very excited, also very nervous, but mainly excited, a little hesitant, but I would be surprised if I wasn't, honestly. Mainly excited. Yeah, so let's get into it. I am 26 years old and I live down under. I am Australian. Hello to my fellow Aussies. So yes, I have created my small little business based on one of the things I love, which is animals. I have always loved animals ever since I was a little girl. It actually started from when I can't remember how old I was. I was definitely like toddler age. We used to back onto like a busy main road, and I was always afraid to go out into the backyard because I was afraid somebody was going to jump the fence and come into the backyard when I was out there. So my parents actually bought a dog, or got a dog, for me, or like a family dog. That way I would feel safe enough to go out into the backyard. Mind you, it was a Maltese Shih Tzu, so it was this white little fluffy thing that would just lick anybody to death, that would jump over the fence. His name was Scruffy because he had the most scruffy fur, and yeah, he would just lick anybody to death that would jump over the fence. I always had a love for animals, so much so that I actually made a career out of it, like pursued a career. I am actually an ex-vet nurse, so you can definitely rest assured, or be rest assured, that your pet's safety is of the utmost importance to me. And I mean, any animal's welfare is always really important to me. So yes, ex-veterinary nurse here. Animal safety is always number one. And yeah, so I've actually got a couple of animals of my own, which you may hear in the background of a lot of my videos, which, because I will be filming in the room where I have my animals. I'm not currently in there today. I'm actually in my family's study, or my parents' study. I still live at home with my parents, or I moved back home, sorry, with my parents. And I have taken over the rumpus room. It is what a lot of people have now dubbed my little menagerie. It is where I keep all of my pets. I don't have very many. I would love to get more in the future, but for now, I do have my little family. So I do have a little family of my own. So I have my 4-year-old lop-ear rabbit called Jeannie. I have my 2-year-old cat called Primrose. I have my 7, or is he 8 now? I can never remember, year old lovebird called Denny, who you might hear a lot in the background of my videos. I promise I will try and edit out his chirping as much as I can, but apologies in advance. And also my two snakes, Kiva and Tiger. So yes, they are the animals that I have at the moment. We also have our family pets. We've got our family dog Bailey, who's a little cavoodle, and also we're now down to one cat as well, Ruby, who's just another domestic cat. But they're more classed as the family pets. Primrose, the cat, is actually mine. I got her when I moved out, and then when I had to move back home, she come with me. But yeah, that's my little family. Like I said, I would love to get more eventually, but now that I'm living back at home, I am lucky I have the pets that I do, and I'm lucky enough that I was able to bring the pets back with me. So yeah, adding any more is probably going to be pushing it. So I'm happy with the little family I've got at the moment. So my business, I originally got the idea to start it back in 2022, but it never really actually went anywhere due to a few little issues. I had some health issues, and then a few other little reasons and things like that. But I was doing a few little background things, you know. I was starting to establish little things, you know. I got my, bleh. Words are hard. I've only had one coffee today. I was doing a few background things, you know, or basically establishing, what's the word I'm trying to, I'm trying to think of the word that's called. You know, I was getting my name, or I registered the business name, getting my ABN, I was getting all of my branding colors sorted, so I know all of my brand colors. I was getting my fonts ready, so I know all of my brand fonts. You know, I was figuring out what I wanted to do for, like, you know, thank you cards, just getting ideas and things like that, all those kind of little fiddly things ready. That, you know, once I then had the products, and I was thinking of ideas as well. So then once I was ready to actually get going, I had all that established and ready to go. And then as for my business name, the Fluffed Tail, I wanted it to be animal based, obviously. And it come from my rabbit, Jeannie. She's got a white fluffy tail, and then so the Fluffed Tail come about. So it's now been about 2 years since I first started getting everything ready, but like I said, I've been doing some stuff in the background, like I said, getting, you know, my branding information and things like that ready. But one reason why I decided to just start straight away, like now, I suppose, is, well, one, I'm at that point now with doing all the branding information and that I've done all that. There's not much really else I can do behind the scenes wise. I've got all of that information. I've got all my branding colors. I've done all my fonts. I've done all of that. Unless I like do a whole complete rebrand, I've done it all. But I saw, and I'm at that point where I'm like, no, I'm ready now. I've started making products. I've started making some stock. It's just more my mindset was holding me back, I suppose. Like, I was just sort of a little bit too afraid to, I suppose, do it like very hesitant, very nervous, like, is this gonna work, is it not? And then I found a quote that I really loved, and I think that's also one of the things that really sort of pushed me to get going this year. And I've actually got it written down in a few spots. I've got it written in like my business binder, I've got it written on Notion that I use, and also like my Google Drive. So I've got it written down in quite a few spots, and that is better to try and fail than not try at all. And that is by Nicole Krauss. Is that how you say her surname? I hope it is. But I read that and that really stuck with me. And ever since I read that, I was like, yeah, you know what? Even if I fail and the business isn't a success, I tried. You know, I put in all this work. I can say, you know what, I gave it my best shot. So I can say then it's not like I didn't do it. I tried. So that was also one of the reasons why, yeah, that was like my final push that, yeah, okay, I've got everything, I've got my products, I've started making the products, I've just got to push past my nervousness and say, yeah, okay, we're doing this. So like, you know, this isn't going to be my sole income. I have 2 other jobs. I'm not a veterinary nurse anymore. I have left that field, but I am a swimming instructor and I've also got an office job. So one is a part-time job and one is a casual position. So yes, this isn't going to be my sole income. Like I said, I do have 2 other jobs, so I don't want to be too fixated straight off the bat on the sales, the numbers. Obviously, if I make 50 sales, that would be fantastic. If I make 1 sale, I would be ecstatic, you know, I will be so happy. But yeah, I don't want to be too fixated on the numbers straight up. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if this business is going to work. I don't know if it's going to be a total flop, but I just don't want to be too fixated on the numbers to begin with, straight up. But yeah, I will definitely be happy with any sales that I make, and yeah, even if it's just 1 to begin with, yeah, I will be so super duper happy. So why did I make my YouTube channel? From the get-go, even 2 years ago when my business was just an idea, I always knew I wanted to have a YouTube channel associated with my small business. Number one, and the main reason, is just so I can document it. I want to be able to document my journey. I want to see where I started and then just see eventually where I end up. I want to be able to see, you know, all the ups, all the downs, see the progress, see, you know, just see the journey. I want to document it for myself. I want to do it for others as well to view. And yeah, just document it, you know. I love watching other YouTube channels and other small businesses. I love seeing their vlogs and their videos. But one thing I do notice is a lot of them only really show like the positives or like the really highs and the wins. And, you know, a lot of them, I struggle to find the ones, and I know they are out there, but I find them hard to find. The ones that show the struggles as well, like, you know, I feel like all of it, majority, I won't say all, or no, I won't say majority. When I, you know, if you search up small business vlog or studio vlog or, you know, business vlog or something in YouTube, you know, the first ones that pop up, or, you know, the ones that pop up are, you know, fill 500 orders or 100 orders, and, you know, it gets a little bit you know, they get, you know, the 500 orders or 100 orders, fill this many orders. And it's fantastic that they get that. It is fantastic. But I want to see the ones as well that, you know, maybe only fill 10 orders, that maybe only get 15 orders, if that. I want to see the ones too that, you know, show the struggles and, you know, that aren't always, you know, the highs. I want to see the ones that are just starting out and, you know, that show the realistic side of it too. And if I can be that channel, then that'd be great. I'd love to be able to do that. And also, look, if I'm going to be completely honest, it is also to create a community and a following. It is hard to start a business if nobody knows that you exist. It's going to be hard to make sales if nobody knows that you exist. And social media is one thing that I do find overwhelming. And I have been working on, you know, I have started an Instagram, I've started a TikTok, and YouTube was my third platform that I wanted as well. Like I said, I've always wanted a YouTube channel associated with my small business from the get-go to, once again, document everything. But also as well to create a community and also to show people that, you know, my business is existing. You know, I do sell products. And sorry for the light changing right now at the moment too. The sun is going in and out behind clouds. To also generate sales as well and show people that, you know, I do exist, I am here. And yeah, so yeah, if I am being completely honest as well, that is also a factor of it as well. But mainly as well to also connect with other small businesses too, and be able to, you know, share struggles and share achievements and yeah, just connect with other small businesses and, you know, or people that are wanting to connect or start small businesses and, you know, start their dreams. So, yeah, that is also a reason as well. One thing I didn't mention was the platforms I will be selling on. To start with, I did create a Shopify store, but once again, it's hard as a business to sell things if no one knows that you exist. So I have got a Shopify store, but I have sold previously on Etsy a couple of years ago. I had like another little small business, like just sewing book sleeves and things like that. So I know how Etsy works. So I'm also going to have an Etsy store, which I will also link with my Shopify. So for the first month or 2 months, I am going to have both and connect them and just see where I make the most sales, if I even do make sales, and just see where I get the most views, just see where I get the most, you know, just see what my analytics are, and just see what happens, see which one is the most popular. And if I have to start off with Etsy just to, you know, start with it, get a base going, and then eventually down the line transition into Shopify, I can do that. So that's sort of the plan I've got at the moment. But yeah, I hope you guys will stick with me through my little business journey and see how this pans out. I am so excited and nervous, very nervous, but so excited. Yeah, thanks guys. Doodles.